Hello and welcome back to Two Therapists Walk Into a Podcast. I'm Robin Green. I am an LCSW in Tucson, Arizona.
And I'm Stephanie Edsel, an LCSW in Salt Lake City, Utah. Robin, I have to say, we've been building toward this one for 6 episodes, and it still feels like it arrived really fast.
Absolutely, it does. We met the going on with life self. We've met the 5 parts. And we sat with the one that hates the others. That's a lot of territory to cover.
It is. And every single episode, without either of us planning it this way, kept circling the same question underneath.
Which is
any one of these parts the real you? Or are all of them?
I think today's the episode where we actually get to answer that.
All of you, welcome.
The whole series arriving somewhere. Okay, let's settle in wherever you are. And today, instead of noticing one thing, I want to offer you an image. Loosely take it or leave it. Whatever fits. Imagine a room with enough space in it. Not a specific room, not a memory, just the idea of a room where nobody has to stand guard at the door. And in that room, there's space for whoever tends to show up in you. The one who moves fast, the one who goes quiet, the one who reaches for people, even the one who's hardest on you. There's a chair for that one too, off to the side if it needs some distance, and a chair all the same. Noticing that you don't have to fill any of the chairs today. You don't have to know who'd sit anywhere. It's just a room that was maybe hard to come by once and doesn't have to be rationed anymore. Allowing yourself to breathe in whatever version of that room feels possible right now, even just a small amount. And when it feels right, let's step in together. Okay, so let's walk it. Right at the start of this series, we said trauma is what stays, that the body keeps things without a date on them.
Which meant for a long time, parts of you were living like it was still happening. Because as far as they knew, it was.
Then we talked about what didn't happen. The empty room, the child who needed someone to come and nobody did. And what we said then was that a baby can't regulate alone. It borrows calm from somewhere outside itself, or it doesn't get the practice at all.
Borrowed was the word we did use.
Okay, and that's the thread then running under this whole series. Now that we're at the end of it, every part we've met, the fighter, the fog, the fawn, the one who reaches, even the one who hates the others, formed because that borrowing didn't happen enough, or happened inconsistently, or even came from someone who was also sometimes the danger.
So they built their own version of safety, whatever they could manage alone.
Right, a few episodes back, we called that fragmenting, not shattering, load-bearing. One part keeps living the life, the others hold what couldn't be woven in yet.
The loom going offline, and the pieces just sitting there, present tense, waiting.
And that's what I think the whole series has actually been pointing toward. Not fixing any one part, not really outvoting the ones you don't like, the going on with life self, the one who kept things running this whole time, was never supposed to just manage everyone else from a distance.
Yeah, it was supposed to grow big enough to hold everyone.
Right, that's it exactly. Integration was never get rid of the parts, it's the going on with life self, becoming spacious enough that nothing has to hide from it anymore.
That's where the borrowing comes back in, isn't it? Because if a young part never got someone reliable to come when it called,
Then the healing isn't finding that person 20 or 40 years later and hoping they're perfect. It's becoming internally the presence that always comes. So every time, reliably enough, that the system starts believing it.
I want to sit with that phrase for a moment. Becoming the presence that always comes.
Right? It's not instant and it's not automatic, but it's buildable. Some people call it earned secure attachment. You didn't get it handed to you early, so you build it later on purpose with practice. Same destination, different route.
Yeah, I like that. It actually answers something from a few episodes back. We talked about flock, the part that reaches for anyone urgently because it never trusted that alone was survivable.
Yes, and we said healthy attachment can tolerate some distance because it trusts someone reliable exists even when they're not in the room.
Right. So if you become that reliable presence internally, flock doesn't need external proximity to feel safe anymore. It's not chasing perfect people. It's resting into something that's actually there, here and now.
And the part we hated last time, the attacker, it gets a seat too. Not because what it did was really fine, because excluding it just repeats the exact thing that made it so desperate to keep control in the first place.
Exactly. What you resist will persist, so nobody gets voted off. That's really the whole title, yeah?
All of you, welcome. Not the good parts, welcome. Not eventually. Once you've improved. Now, as you actually are. How about that?
How about that? Well, piggybacking off that, this will be our nugget, and I think it's the right one to end the series on.
Today's word, neuroception. It's the term for something your nervous system does entirely without your permission. Constantly scanning your body, the room, the people in it, for cues of safety or danger. Faster than thought, really, beneath awareness completely.
You don't consciously organize doing this, it's just running all the time like weather. And what matters today is this. Neuroception doesn't only scan the outside world, it also reads what's happening internally. Is there a steady presence in here, or is everyone scrambling alone?
If you practice offering that presence over and over, your nervous system's scanning picks it up as real information. Not a nice idea, an actual safety signal, registered the same way a calm voice or warm room gets registered.
So welcoming isn't just emotionally kind. It's literally changing what your body is detecting moment to moment.
I think that might be the best news in the whole series. None of this is fixed. It's trainable. You don't need to convince every part with an argument. You just need your system to notice again and again and again that the host of this house is steady. Eventually, it stops bracing for someone to have to fight for a seat. A skill is the last one of the series, and we're calling it Room at the Table.
It's short, and it's meant to become a habit, not a one-time exercise.
Whenever you notice a part activated, any of the ones we've met, mover, stillness, reaching, even the one that's hardest on you, you picture just briefly pulling out a chair.
Not solving anything. Not deciding whether the part's allowed to feel that way. Just an open chair, offered without conditions.
And maybe you offer one line internally. There's room for you here, too.
That's it. That's the whole practice. No hostage negotiation, no argument, no proving you've earned the feeling.
Just a seat offered on purpose by the part of you that's learning to host.
With room at the table.
Okay, Stephanie, give us the one to carry. Maybe not just for this week, maybe for the one after that too.
Okay, all of you, welcome.
Yeah, all of you, welcome.
Every part that showed up across this whole series, the ones that moved, the ones that went still, the ones that reached, even the one that was hardest on you, every one of them gets a seat at the table you're building.
Yeah, that's series 11 in parts.
I mean this truly. Thank you, everybody, for staying through the hard episodes, the mini, the one we almost couldn't find a gentle enough title for.
We found the honest one instead, I suppose.
We did. And again, thanks for being with us, all of you. And remember, healing isn't linear, and we're here for the ride. This podcast is for educational purposes only, and it is not a substitute for therapy, medical care, or professional advice.
Listening to this podcast or this episode does not create a therapeutic, clinical, or professional relationship with us.
If you're experiencing distress, physical symptoms, or emotional concerns that feel overwhelming, we both encourage you to seek support from a qualified healthcare or mental health professional.
And if you are in immediate danger or need urgent support, please contact local emergency services or a crisis line in your area.